Many people in this world, they want benefits without participation. What I mean with that? What I mean is they want life without having to be operative in life. They want to avoid life and all the risks and discomforts that come with life, yet they want all the benefits of life. So they want benefits without participation. And that does not work. It can never work. But that's the mentality worldly people have. So this mentality leads them to desire or crave a controlled environment. And a controlled environment, or what we call society, will work, but will not work well on their behalf in the long run. They'll stagnate and become stuck in it. And this being stuck generates frustration, resentment, bitterness, and all other types of emotional filth. Now, to be delivered of this emotional filth means that it needs to be changed in their mind. But that's one thing worldly people are not interested in, because that means they would have to participate in life. That means facing all discomforts and the risks and dangers that come with life. And they don't want that. They want the benefits of life without being participants in it. So the only option for them to continue without all that emotional filth killing them, literally, because all that emotional and mental filth will cause diseases in their bodies, and in daily life it will cause them to malfunction, accidents will happen, or something will explode and others get hurt. So to prevent the waste energy from killing them as a population, they dump it on selected targets. That's what worldly people do. This is what they're interested in. Dumping. They exploit, they dump, and they flee. Nobody should hold them accountable nor demand things from them. That's the common way of thinking of worldly people. I'm not saying this in the absolute sense, because there are worldly people that are responsible, that want to do the right thing, and that will resist evil. We have them. Not every human being that's not born again is a raging psychopath. No, absolutely not. But in general, collectively, that's how worldly people are. That's how society works. There are expectations, and you just have to find a way to adhere to those expectations, and never ever question those expectations. Because to question the expectations of society, to commit blasphemy against society, you should never do that. So when people can't fulfill the expectations or demands of society, they are blamed, not society, and people perceive this as the right to dump on them. And nobody wants to become the dump site. So this is what motivates people to comply with society. The relief of not being dumped upon, that's the big price. And the big price is symbolized by having a lot of money, a lot of cash, or living in an expensive neighborhood, attending expensive parties, the quote-unquote good life. That's the symbol of having the big price, not being dumped upon. That is what society is about. Society is a fear construct, as I mentioned often. The reason I'm showing this graphic image, because this is a physical dump site where they throw trash. Such dump sites exist. Okay? The reason I'm showing this, because this is what happens energetically in the world. The energetic filth that worldly people produce, because they're not operating in line with Christ, they dump it. But here's the thing. Demons benefit from this dumping, because demons feed off of negative energy. So they relocate negative energy, and demons feed off the stream of the relocating. So for you to be successful on the world's terms means that you're a participant in this dumping. You're not supposed to be a participant in life itself. No. Because society is all about avoiding life. Society is about exploiting life without participating in it. Which is an impossibility, but this is an impossibility worldly people don't want to face. So they can produce the illusion that they can exploit life without participating in it by dumping, by relocating negative energy. And for you to be successful and on the world's terms, so to receive the acceptance of the world, you must be involved in this dumping business. You must be involved in this relocation of negative energy. That's why celebrities are praised. That's why many politicians, despite their corruption, are still there. Because they relieve the population. And that's what the population is looking for. Relief. Extended relief. They don't want to face anything. And here's the thing. When you agree with Christ, when you operate in a Christ-centered way, you'll overcome all the energetic field of the world. And you will emit righteous energy. You will walk in absolute joy. Free from addictions, free from energetic clots. So, that's the best thing to do. But to do this implies you need to participate in life. But they don't want this. Christ expects you to participate in life. Because the benefits come from participating in it. But worldly people want benefits without participation, and that's never going to happen. That's why eventually it always goes wrong. No matter what political system they make up. Because it's all about benefiting without participating. It can never work. It can't ever work. You have an illusion of it working because you have extended relief. And the extended relief works, but just because you have extended relief doesn't mean that the thing itself that you're adhering to works. You get it? You can take in heroin, and heroin provides extended relief for you, physically. But it doesn't mean that the heroin worked in eliminating the issues. It didn't. But that's the confusion world people have. Just because extended relief works, they think that whatever they're holding on to works. A lot of people have this with capitalism. They point at the quote-unquote failures of Marxism and saying, you know what, that's why capitalism works. No, capitalism produces extended relief with a lot of contamination that comes along with it for the population. But people ignore the contamination and they hold on to the extended relief. And because the media often only shows you the extended relief, people say, you know what, capitalism is superior. It's not true. But to face this implies you need to face their own unexamined expectations. Oh, and folks don't want this. Look, I just make this video to point out to you that what worldly people want is an impossibility. It can't ever work. It's just that they are in denial. And some people are more in denial than others, but overall they're all in denial. And it's this denial that keeps this cycle of violence on the earth going. It's their denial that enables evil spirits to have a hold on them. So they are the willing hostages of those evil spirits. Because to call upon Christ implies that they will receive deliverance, but deliverance implies you're participating in life. Oh, and that's what they don't want. Because you can't control life. And above all, you can't control the Most High, so they don't want to go there. So they prefer the waste producing, the contamination producing fear construct called society, prefer that above walking by faith. Well, that's them. You, believer, keep walking by faith. There's nothing above nor better than that. Be at peace.